The year is 2019, and a drone is flying in Kasungo, Malawi, Southern Africa. The drone spots a mosquito breeding site by a lake. And that is so much more than just a beautiful picture. That is information, and that is data. Data which is key for national malaria vector control programs to identify risk areas and prevent malaria outbreaks. But did anyone see what the drone saw? No, because in 2019, no decision makers were connected to drones, and the primary method to get a hold of these insights was through satellite data. But satellite data often miss crucial details, such as not being able to spot the small mosquito larvae or other significant characteristics of a mosquito breeding site, such as the vegetation pattern, water movement, and water color. The alternative method in 2019 to get hold of these data insights was to drive out by car and walk by foot to identify these areas, taking way too long, missing too many places. In 2019, I was running a startup delivering medical supplies with drones. There were not so many of those large drones out there required to deliver medical supplies, but there were many smaller drones collecting data. So I was thinking, what if we instead could tap into the thousands of drones collecting data every day? Then we can truly be able to make an impact, and in the best case scenario, be able to prevent a disease outbreak before it happens, instead of being a small part of curing it with a medical delivery once it has already occurred. Today, that platform is called crowd-droning, and it has grown into a global movement connected to over 5,000 drones in 102 countries. And the way crowd-droning works is that organizations can request image data from these drones anywhere in these 102 countries. The request is being matched with the closest drone operator with a drone, who flies the mission, collects the data, uploads into crowd-droning, delivers to the organization, and then gets paid. The data that the drones capture in Kasungo, Malawi, and beyond no longer go to waste. Humanitarian organizations, researchers, national vector control programs are now connected to crowd-droning and get a hold of these insights. And since each image from the drone is geotagged, it's easy to overlay it onto satellite imagery, being able to pinpoint exactly where action is needed. And apart from being able to prevent malaria outbreaks in Malawi and beyond, other crucial information flows are running through crowd-droning, such as being able to warn for drought and identify areas of food insecurity, map damages post-storms, or monitor water pollution. The drone that was previously either associated as a toy or a military equipment is now on a much more important mission. And besides of collecting data which are crucial for societies, the drones are also providing job opportunities. We know of several of our crowd donors who are able to support the families with the income they make with the drones. And last but not least, the drones inspire. Like Alexander, one of our crowd donors in Malawi, shares with us that always when he's out flying, collecting data, there is a group of children lining up, wanting to learn more about the drones and wanting to become part of crowd-droning when they grow up, so that they can contribute and collect crucial data for their communities, as well as providing their families with an income. Every single image captured by the crowd makes a difference. And when stitched together into real-time, large 2D and 3D maps, that information provides even more insights. As we can see here, the brown background is what a satellite image tells us that reality looks like. when the reality instead actually looks like the green area, which is real-time data captured by a drone. With a faulty view on reality, we tend to make faulty decisions, such as not being able to prevent a malaria outbreak because we did not see the mosquito breeding site, not being able to prevent a wildfire because we did not see the nature changing, or not being able to prevent a bridge from collapsing because we did not see the crack. The list can go on, but with real-time information, decision makers are now equipped with real-time information, which makes it possible for them to understand what the world looks like and make more informed decisions. What started as a small idea some years ago while flying my drone has now grown into a global movement of thousands of drones out there flying, collecting data. And you can become part of that movement too. Drone operators who previously did not understand the value their drones provided are now connected to organizations who didn't know how much they needed the data. We are driving the movement of change, and we hope you like to join us on that journey. It's truly collaboration at its finest, when we are able to connect, understand, and most importantly, take action, when and where it really matters.